How's it going, Chris? This place is beautiful. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Tell me about your story and tell me about these wines that you've selected.
Prior to us opening in 2014, I spent 15 years in wine and spirits sales. Coming back here and living in San Francisco and not seeing those local wines represented as well as I thought they could have been. All these places that are really focused on imported wines, and if they do have domestics, it's usually the stuff that's larger distribution, larger production, maybe not as interesting. Our selection is so deep and a much broader range than what you're going to find anywhere else.
Tell me a little bit about your chef and the food program.
Well, the food program, we wanted to tie along with our wine program and source everything locally to kind of broaden people's horizons and give them a little bit of local flair and some fresh food.
So I also noticed you guys have such a beautiful curated list that you were in a Wine Spectator Award list.
Yes, we've actually won it for the last 2 years in a row.
Nice.
So to be included in that is pretty special, especially for a wine bar.
Is this your sole location?
It is right now, but we will be opening a second location in Mill Valley in June.
Well, I appreciate all of that info. These bottles are really beautiful on the wall, but could we open one?
Of course, yes.
And who is this lovely man?
This is our sommelier, Thomas
Hi,
Benshaw.
nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. Thanks for coming in.
We have 23 wines that we serve by the half glass and the full glass, and Thomas would like to point out a couple to you, and
Love it.
I'm sure you'll enjoy.
I'm all ears.
This first one we're going to start off with is from a small vineyard in the Santa Rita Hills down in Santa Barbara County. This is a Viognier done from a cool climate site. I really like the freshness and the aromatic profile of this wine. It has a lot of floral, a lot of stone fruit, really bright and fresh, and I find that it complements food and in particular cheese really, really well. And I have another one that I'd love for you to try today. This is a Pinot Noir, which is coming from also a single vineyard. This one's coming from the Santa Lucia Highlands, which is down in Monterey County. A really kind of cool climate region, and they specialize in Pinot Noir, which is what we have here. And so this style is going to be a little bit more lush than some other Pinot Noirs. It's got some nice fruit, some nice silky texture to it. There's a good amount of oak going on there as well, a nice structure, but it's approachable enough to sip on its own, but structured enough to go really nicely with food.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And we've been talking about how excellent these wines are with food. Why don't we try them with some? So our chef has prepared a nice selection for us today, some cheese and charcuterie. Then we've got some fresh bread from a local bakery here in the city to pair it with. Please enjoy.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming.